morning. Welcome back to BT, and happy Tuesday. Happy back to school day as well. We're looking at a pretty decent drive to start off your morning commute, but things are getting a lot busier as time ticks forward. We're looking at delays over on the eastbound Gardner. It's busy from Parklawn to about Parkside, and that is all just due to volume. So give yourself that extra time heading out the door. But to the left of the screen, that is Lakeshore. So I would use that as an alternate to head into downtown because you will find it slow as well. Eastbound Gardner heavy from Jameson to about east of Dufferin. Taking a look over at the 401, we are starting to see some volume delays here as well. So it is busy on the eastbound 401 anywhere from south of Airport to Weston in the Express. Again, all just due to volume. And the 400 is also starting to build heading out of the Barrie area. We're looking at delays on the southbound 400 anywhere from about Highway 88 to south of Aurora Road and from Aurora Road to about King Road. So do give yourself that extra time heading out the door today. For major routes, we're looking at a closure of Altamont from Finch to Hendon, which is west of Yonge. That is for a fire investigation. So give yourself extra time, of course, heading out the door as school slowly arrives. The first bell. Over to you, Frankie.
Yeah, the first bell. And for today, we have nice dry roads out there. We have nice dry conditions right across the province of Ontario. As we're watching, though, some up into northwestern areas of the province, starting to see a little bit of some wet weather starting to work its way in. It will not impact Toronto today. It will impact Toronto tonight through the overnight period. There's a risk of seeing some thunderstorms. Today, we're going to be warm. Right now we're at 14, so a little bit of a light sweater required just for the morning hours. Into the afternoon, though, that high of 24 will feel closer to 29. Clouds build as we get into tonight, and then once again through the overnight. Risk of thunderstorms, showers early tomorrow morning, and a cool northwesterly wind, about 20 to 40. So coolish, almost fall feel tomorrow with a daytime high of 19, clearing skies in the afternoon. Nothing but sunshine for Thursday and a high of 21. Winds light out of the southeast, 10 to 15. Let's look at your next 3 days weather-wise. Now on to your news.
And we're going to be talking about back to school all morning long. It is that way for a lot of students across the GTA. It also is a very good reminder for commuters to be extra alert out there on our roads. Let's check in live in Scarborough with our Pam Seidel, standing by with some of these good reminders, Pam. When we're talking about these school zones, people aren't necessarily aware of the demerits and all the fines that could come into play as well. Good morning.
Good morning, and yes, Toronto Police are pushing for a zero tolerance on all sort of bad driving habits, including aggressive driving, obviously impaired driving, but certainly distracted driving. Speeding is a big one, and I think, yes, you're right that this is the first day of school. We're getting back to sort of regular volumes of traffic that, there might have been lighter volumes of traffic during the summer. So now we can expect there to be a lot of people on the roads, and that there has to be sort of just extra care for our vulnerable, most vulnerable citizens, including students and pedestrians and cyclists who are heading to school for the first time. So we will be speaking to Brett Moore from Traffic Services with Toronto Police. He is going to be here soon and really pushing for, as I say, a zero tolerance on all these bad habits. A very good opportunity for us all to sort of remind ourselves to be aware, to slow down, to, take note of the little ones on the streets.
The little ones, Pam, you now have big ones. We're just talking about being a mom, and you've been through it. So if you have any tips for any parents who are watching right now on how they're feeling and how to prep everyone, what would you say?
Do you feel like your little one is feeling a little nervous this morning?
No, he has no idea what's going on. It's me. It's all me. But there are, lots of parents who are thinking this might be the first day of school for like kindergarten or grade 1 and those cute little days.
Well, it's an emotional time. There's no doubt about it. I remember feeling very emotional when each of my little ones went off to school for the first time. You can't help it. It's the end of an era, as we said.
Yeah.
But do you remember your first day of school?
It's all a blur, Pam. All a blur. I had 3 older brothers. I think they took care of me, and I was good to go. Just drop me off at class. I'll cry for a bit, and we'll be fine.
I remember the first day of school outfit. That was always a big deal, to have a new outfit for the first day of school. The only problem is that it was always quite a wintry outfit, like a sweater and pants, and I sweated through the first day of school every year.
Okay, so we'll just remind the kids layers then, because Frankie's been telling us all morning long it's going to be warm. All right, Pam, hopefully she's got some more layers under there. We'll check in with you later when it gets a bit warmer out.
Okay, Mel, thanks.
Thank you. Time now 6:35. If your commute, by the way, includes some GO trains, be aware Metrolinx has added more trains to most of their lines. So while the improved service is welcome, it could also mean some potential changes to your routine. So pay extra attention to your schedule. It could have some tweaks to it. It could also mean you could be catching your train at Union Station on a different platform. About 150 new and extended weekly trips have come into effect on the Lakeshore East and West lines, as well as Kitchener and Stouffville. Well, we continue to track Hurricane Dorian's path, now weakening into a Category 3 storm, but leaving a trail of death and destruction across the Bahamas. At least 5 people have been killed, 21 injured. Dorian making landfall twice on the islands over the weekend when it was a monster Category 5. Roofs ripped off, cars flipping over, power lines toppled. This storm now threatening the southeastern U.S. with winds already lashing Florida. People along the coast, they have been bracing for heavy rains and storm surges. Evacuation orders are now in effect from Florida up to South Carolina.